Hello, I'm Swami Sukhananda, and I wanted to talk to you today about self-care and its importance in the world today. If we think about the world that we're living in now, things seem to have speeded up. The pandemic has brought uncertainty and change into our lives. The internet is taking more and more of our attention and distracting us. It's all a toll on our energy. We want to be aware of that. We've noticed here at the ashram in the last year that people are coming here increasingly for retreats. They want to step back, they want to take some time for themselves, they want to recharge their batteries, recoup them. So I want to talk about the relationship a little bit between energy and self-care. And we've got here an image for a yogic image of energy. It's the first chakra, so it's a plate, and it's a sort of mirror of ourselves in symbolic terms, of that energy that we have, the energy that gets us through life, right there at our foundation level. It's associated with the very tip of the spine and the tailbone. And if you look right into the centre of it, you'll see that there's a little snake, the tail of a snake, and it's 3 coils. And that's a symbol for our energy. Gunas, they're called the 3 gunas. Tamas, which is heavy energy, slow energy, where we procrastinate, that kind of thing. And then there's rajas, when we're busy, when life's wound us up and we're really active. And then there's sattva, which is a much purer, lighter energy. And we want to cultivate that sattvic energy, and self-care can help us to do that. Sattvic energy is about balance, harmony, creativity, positivity, luminous, peaceful. And we can get there through what we call the yogic practice of saucha, which means to shine or to gleam with purity and cleanliness. It comes from Patanjali and from the sutras. And I'll just read to you the words. From self-care arises the development of a clear mind, positive attitude, focus, control of the senses, and fitness for a deep experience of self. So that's what we want to practice when we're practicing self-care. And it means living in a way that supports lightness and clarity, and it means looking after ourselves tenderly and positively. So one of the first things is not to trivialize your real needs. Recognize them. Another is to value ourselves. Develop a good sense of self-worth. Drop the negative thinking. Then consider how our body, our mind, can fit us for our daily life. You've probably heard of a sattvic diet. Nuts, fresh vegetables, seeds, seasonal foods. Well, there are other parts. We need to cleanse our minds and have enough sleep and practice so that helps us to have energy. And we need to look after our bodies in different ways. Don't forget the importance of water. Long soaks in the tub or showers or going for a swim. We are already 80%, more than 80% of us is water, and water is really responsive to vibration and to mood, so we can cultivate and encourage it and help it in that way. And then lastly, consider our environment. We have to look after ourselves in thinking about where we spend our time and the company we keep and the thoughts that we entertain. We need good company wherever possible. Life brings difficult situations. Be mindful of the toll that they take. You need to lovingly accept your body's limitations. Avoid pain and distress where you can. And keep potential in sight. What are the possibilities? And what about your body and your mind? How do you keep them in order? How do you retain a sense of calm? So I'm going to ask you to do a practice now, just sitting quietly, relaxing your body, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Think about your breath, just letting the breath flow smoothly and evenly into your body. Feeling the relaxation in the chest as you breathe evenly. You can close your eyes gently And have a sense of light all around you, brilliant white light, divine light, all around you. And as you relax, allow it to suffuse your whole body so that you're filled with light inside and outside. Brilliant white, divine light. And now you can visualize a trillium, a trinity lily. If you're not sure what it looks like or you prefer to look at the screen, you can do. See its three large white petals. And they're symbolic of a pure heart, a pure body, and a pure mind. Just gently bringing to mind that trillium lily. And what comes to your mind when you think of a pure heart, pure body, pure mind? We're going to stand up now. So see if you can stand up, bringing that sense of quietness with you as you stand up. We're going to do a little stretch together, keeping the sense of lightness in your body and your mind as you move. So stand with your feet a little bit apart, wider than your hips. And so you're making a kind of triangle. We're going to work with Trikonasana, but we're going to take it very gently and not try to go really deeply into the pose. So just start to move your hips around and feel the freedom in your hip movement. And then roll your shoulders. Get some movement into your shoulders. And now take your arms out and stretch into your fingers. Stretch from side to side. Just so that you're feeling the hips move, the shoulders move, the arms move. And again, just roll the shoulders. So let's think about how we would go into the triangle nice and gently. Turn one foot out and then the other foot in. And you've got a nice triangle with the floor and your legs. And then take your arms up and stretch into the fingers. And now you're not going to try and reach the floor or anything like that. You're just going to make a nice triangle moving at the hips. So just gently moving over, keeping the spine aligned. And then gently looking up. Come up. And then bring your feet to the front and try the other way. Turn the feet, stretch gently forward, making a triangle with the arms and the side of your body, looking up at your thumb. And try that a few times for yourself, just gently moving from one position to the other. You can release and roll the shoulders and then again. And now as you do it, you're going to bring in the idea of the threes, the heart, the body, the mind, and how they're interconnected. And just see what comes to your mind as you do the pose. Think about balance. How do you find balance as you do the pose? Taking your time, moving slowly, holding the pose for a moment or two. Finding your balance. So what's important as you do this? How do you bring self-care into your daily life? How do you bring that balance into your life? So I'm going to leave you now with those questions and with the practice. You might want to take your time with it and think about the questions. How do you bring balance into your life? How do you bring care into your life? And you might want to write and reflect. Hari Om Tat Sat.